Okay, it's been a while since I bought this from the thrift store. And in fact, I've already shot this video, but I did not like the way that it came out, so I'm going to be reshooting it here. Unfortunately, the first video was shot in 1080p. This one is not, because, well, this was the first camera that I happened to grab, and my normal camcorder, which is actually sitting right there, is unfortunately out of batteries. However, this will have to do. This is a Midland weather alert radio. Protect your family with immediate notification of severe weather or civil emergencies. Safety made simple, public alert. All hazards, NOAA weather radio. Now, I'm assuming that this particular unit was made for the United States market, and maybe that's where it came from. But it will work just fine up here, because the way that these work is they use... Oops, it's on the other side. SAME technology, which I believe stands for Specific Area Message Encoding, or something to that effect. And the way that it works up here is basically exactly the same. There are 6 digits that they call county codes, although I think they're area codes up here or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. We're not really divided into counties, per se. They don't call them that anyways. So there's some stuff here that's actually covered up, unfortunately, by this sticker, and I don't feel like removing this sticker just so you could read some of this. But I'm sure that a lot of you have probably seen Midland weather radio boxes before. Maybe you haven't. I'm not quite sure why somebody did this to the bottom. You can see it's actually a WR-100 model, restricted copyright, Midland Radio Corporation. Features and specifications are subject to change, and there is their website. And it's on the other side. Get up to date. Well, actually, you can pause the video and read that if you please. And we've got the features on the back. External antenna jack, color-coded alert lights, telescopic antenna, so it's got both external and a built-in antenna. Instant local weather, that's, I believe that's what you get if you turn the actual radio portion on. That's what they're referring to that as. Alarm clock with snooze, easy setup, accessory jack, powerful alert tone. And let me tell you, the speaker is freaking loud. You can't adjust the beeps, and I don't think you can adjust the alert, but you can adjust the volume of the radio to a certain degree. In the box, we've got basically everything. There is not a sales slip. However, I don't think you really need that. There's the package that the radio comes in. See, we've got a rapid start guide in Spanish. The reason why I say this is probably not intended for the market, at least it wasn't bought in this province, or it wasn't bought locally anyways, is because it doesn't have anything in French on it. Usually, stuff bought here has got stuff in French, although, as seems to be commonplace now, a lot of the stuff that I bought recently does not have French on it. We have an attention, in yellow. During a weekly or monthly test, the radio will not sound a siren. It will only display a test message and light the yellow LED. Which I suppose is probably a good thing, because if it was going to go off once weekly, it's kind of annoying. That was perfect. And here we have the owner's manual with all kinds of information about how to set it up. County codes. I think there's even a table in there where you can put in your own county codes. And all that whatnot. What else have we got in here? This is the wrapping for the power supply. And there's a box for the power supply in here as well. Right here, it comes in a box. And the last thing that's in the box is a product guide containing, well, all kinds of Midland products. No prices, but just a couple of the different things that you can buy. That's a, what is that? That must be a CB radio. That's a C. I think these are all CB radios, or radios of some kind. So there you go. Now let me actually show you the device. Actually, before I do that, here's the power supply. You can see it's branded as being a Midland AC adapter. There's the model, 18386W. Actually, sorry, that's not quite the model. The model is that big long string underneath it. It takes 120 volts AC at 60 hertz, uses 8.5 watts, and the output is 200 milliamps at 12 volts DC. Center pin positive. Unfortunately, this radio is probably going to need to be put somewhere else, because as you can probably hear, there's not much that it can get. But there you have it. There's your screen, of course. See if we can get some focus on that. Now it's saying check reception. Heh! How funny. Okay. So here you go. You just heard from it. You go into the menu. That's your time set. Oops, I didn't want to do that. You can change the backlight settings. There's your alert test. It's going to be loud. And there's your alert type. You can have it set to be tone. You can just do voice, or you can just do the display. I have it set to tone. There's your same code set. Now you can have this set for either all, multiple, or single. The way that single works is, well, pretty obvious. You've just got the one same code that it uses, and that's the first one, I believe. And multiple works, you can enter in multiple same codes, and it will find alerts for all of those, and all will receive everything that's within range. There's your weather channel. I believe it goes from 162.4 to 162.55, or maybe 162.6. I can't remember. That's in megahertz, of course. You can set your alarm, and that's pretty much it for the menu. There's not really much else I need to demonstrate, although I'm probably going to take it out of here. I'm going to unplug it and knock a fan over in the process, and I'm going to actually take it somewhere where it hopefully will receive something. Like that. Apparently they got rid of the repeater station. Alright, you get the idea. I'm going to go plug this back in, and I'll talk about some of the other things that it's got. That's actually a fairly generous speaker for a weather radio. But it's not really all that big. I'd say maybe 1.5 inches at best. Now it's telling me to check my reception again. Well, that's alright. I think I'll be fine without. These are the lights. We've got, I believe, red, orange, and yellow. Initially I thought it would be red, yellow, and green, but I guess that's not how that works. You could turn the weather radio portion off completely if you really wanted to, but I'm not sure why you would, especially here, because it's not going to receive much. In the back, you've got your antenna. I'm probably going to extend that. You've got the external antenna, which is an RCA jack, or it looks like an RCA jack. It might be slightly different. PC, which is actually used to connect to other weather radios to transfer programming easily. There's the DC jack, of course. And external alert, which I believe functions basically as a headphone jack. And that is going to do it for this video. There's nothing else really that I need to talk about. It's a weather radio. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I hope to see you next time. Till then.